Have you ever wondered why diabetes is one of the most common diseases in the world? A question worth pondering, isn't it? Diabetes is a serious health issue that affects millions upon millions worldwide. It's not just a word or a condition, it's a life-altering reality for many. Now, when we talk about diabetes, it's crucial to understand that there are two main types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is often diagnosed in childhood and is a condition where the body can't produce insulin. Type 2 diabetes, on the other hand, is more common in adults and occurs when the body becomes resistant to insulin or can't produce enough. Both these types might seem similar, but they have different causes and effects on the body. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about these types of diabetes, the better we can prevent, manage, and treat them. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into this prevalent health issue. So, what causes diabetes in the first place? Let's delve into the root of the issue. There are primarily two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, and their causes are quite different. Type 1 diabetes is often referred to as juvenile diabetes because it usually develops in childhood. It is an autoimmune condition where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Now you might be wondering, what triggers this autoimmune response? Well, it's still a mystery, but researchers believe that both genetic factors and environmental triggers like certain viruses might be involved. On the other hand, type 2 diabetes, the more common form, usually develops in adulthood. Here, the body either resists the effects of insulin or doesn't produce enough insulin to maintain normal glucose levels, leading to high blood sugar. This resistance can be brought on by a number of factors. Firstly, genetics play a significant role. If you have a family history of type 2 diabetes, your risk of developing the condition is higher. Then, we have lifestyle factors. Unhealthy eating habits, like consuming a diet high in processed and sugary foods, and physical inactivity can lead to obesity, which is a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Certain health conditions can also contribute to the development of diabetes. For instance, having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or prediabetes, a condition where blood sugar levels are higher than normal but not high enough for a diagnosis of diabetes, can increase your risk. Finally, some specific groups, like women who had gestational diabetes or people with certain ethnic backgrounds, are more prone to developing type 2 diabetes. So as you can see, the causes of diabetes are a complex mix of genetics, lifestyle, and health conditions. And while you can't change your genetics or ethnicity, you can certainly influence your lifestyle and manage existing health conditions to reduce your risk. Remember, understanding the causes is the first step to prevention. Now that we know what causes diabetes, what are the warning signs we should look out for? Well, let's delve into that. Like any other health condition, diabetes has its telltale signs. Some of them might seem pretty common, but when they persist, it's time to pay attention. Let's start with one of the most common symptoms, excessive thirst. You might find yourself reaching for a glass of water more often than usual, and this is due to high sugar levels causing dehydration. Alongside excessive thirst, you might also experience frequent urination. This is your body's way of trying to get rid of the excess glucose in your blood. So, if you find yourself making frequent trips to the bathroom, particularly at night, it could be a sign of diabetes. Unexplained weight loss is another symptom that might raise a red flag. Despite eating as much as usual, you might notice your weight dropping. This happens because without enough insulin to metabolize sugar, your body starts burning fat and muscle for energy instead. Feeling tired or fatigued is also a common symptom. Without enough glucose being absorbed into your cells, you might feel low on energy. Other signs include blurred vision, slow healing sores, and frequent infections. It's important to note that these symptoms might not always be present in everyone, and sometimes they might be so mild that they go unnoticed. As we highlight these symptoms, it's crucial to remember that early detection plays a significant role in managing diabetes. Spotting these signs and getting them checked out by a healthcare provider can help prevent complications down the line. You may be wondering, is it possible to have diabetes without showing any symptoms? Yes, it is. That's why regular checkups are so important. particularly if you have risk factors like a family history of diabetes or obesity. So remember, if you notice these symptoms, don't ignore them. Reach out to a healthcare provider, get tested, and take the necessary steps towards managing your health. Being aware of these symptoms can be a life-saving early warning system. Diabetes might be a serious condition, but did you know it's manageable with the right treatment? Indeed, science and medicine have come a long way in providing us with a variety of options to help manage this condition. Let's start with lifestyle changes, the cornerstone of diabetes management. This involves maintaining a healthy diet that's rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, while limiting sugar and saturated fats. Regular physical activity is also key, aiming for about 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. But lifestyle changes alone may not be enough. That's where medication comes in. Several types of medication are available that work in different ways to lower blood sugar levels. Some stimulate your pancreas to produce and release more insulin, while others inhibit the production and release of glucose from your liver. For those with type 1 diabetes, and sometimes in type 2, insulin therapy is essential. Insulin can't be taken orally, as stomach enzymes interfere with insulin's action. Therefore, it's often taken as injections, which can be done using a fine needle and syringe or an insulin pen. Insulin pumps are also an option, delivering insulin through a catheter placed under the skin. Lastly, let's talk about the future. There are exciting advancements on the horizon. Researchers are testing ways to stop diabetes before it starts, such as modifying the immune system in type 1 diabetes. There's also ongoing research into creating an artificial pancreas and transplantation of insulin-producing cells. Remember, while diabetes is a chronic condition, it doesn't mean it can't be managed effectively. With the right treatment plan tailored to your needs, lifestyle changes, and possibly medication or insulin therapy, you can lead a healthy and active life. And who knows what future treatments may bring? Let's look forward with hope and determination, because diabetes is a part of your life, but it doesn't define it. Living with diabetes can be challenging, but it's not impossible. Imagine for a moment a life where every meal is a carefully thought-out plan, every physical activity is a balancing act, and routine checkups become as habitual as brushing your teeth. This is the reality for many individuals living with diabetes. But fear not. This is not a tale of despair, but one of hope and resilience. A healthy diet is not just a choice, but a necessity for those living with diabetes. It means embracing foods low in sugar and high in fiber, like leafy greens and whole grains. It means swapping out sugary drinks for water or unsweetened beverages. But it's not about deprivation. Oh no, it's about finding balance and still enjoying the foods you love, but in moderation. Regular exercise is another crucial part of managing diabetes. It's not about becoming a fitness fanatic, but about being consistently active. It could be a brisk walk in the morning, a quick swim in the afternoon, or a yoga session before bed. Remember, it's about maintaining a routine that keeps the blood sugar levels in check and the body in good shape. Routine checkups are equally important. They're like the compass guiding you on this journey, providing valuable feedback on how well you're managing your diabetes. Regular blood sugar testing, annual eye exams, and biannual dental checkups are some of the key appointments to keep. Now, let's put a face to this narrative. Take, for instance, Jane, a 50-year-old woman who, despite her diabetes, has run 3 marathons, or Tom, a teenager living with diabetes who just won his school's annual swimming championship. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, proving that diabetes doesn't have to limit one's potential. So remember, living with diabetes may require certain adjustments, but it doesn't mean giving up on a fulfilling life. It's about taking control, making informed decisions, and adopting a positive mindset. With the right mindset and management, diabetes can be just a part of life, not a life sentence. So, what have we learned about diabetes today? We've delved into the nitty-gritty of diabetes, dissecting its causes, and understanding how they range from genetics to lifestyle choices. We've explored the symptoms, underlining the importance of early detection. We've highlighted the thirst, the fatigue, the frequent urination, and the unexplained weight loss, among others. We've also looked at the various ways of treating diabetes, from medication and insulin therapy to important lifestyle changes. We've emphasized the role of a balanced diet and regular exercise. Moreover, we've journeyed through life with diabetes, discussing the challenges, but also the triumphs. We've underscored that living with diabetes isn't a roadblock, but a journey, one that can be navigated with perseverance and the right knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay healthy, and take control of your life. Thank you for tuning in.